I'm going to show you guys how I made this funeral flower preservation piece. This can either hang on a wall or go up on a stand. This actually sits on a stand. All right, let's go. All right, so I had a lady message me and ask me if I had any openings to do a flower press, and I actually did. I had 3 openings. She was messaging me from the funeral. She asked, like, what does she need to do, and basically get me the flowers as soon as possible. So I'm actually on her way home. I was just like 10 minutes out the way, so she came through and brought these flowers. Now, God, these are pretty. These are so pretty. I actually had to do a skull and with one of the pink roses, and I'm showing you guys how I did the round part. So first things first, you have to dry your flowers. Now there is a process to this. These flowers are gonna come out looking just like they went in. The colors are gonna get a little bit darker, and I'm talking about like the pinks just getting a little bit darker and stuff like that. So I have a mix right here of 3 different silica beads and crystals. A lot of people think because they're orange, you see those orange ones in there, that they need to be dried, and that's actually the color of them dry. So they get to be this like really dark brown, black color dried. So if you want to learn how to dry flowers the right way and not have them rot in your piece, I'm going to put the video, I'm going to link the video up top. And I think it's up top. It's somewhere around here, and you can see how you can dry flowers so that way they come out looking just as pretty as you put them in. All right, so you're gonna wanna let them sit. I let these sit for about 5 days, and when I checked on them, they were perfect. So here I am just coming up with a layout. And before I make any pours or do anything that I can't reverse, I always get everything okayed by my client. I suggest you guys do the same. All right, I'm interrupting the video. You already know if you are gaining any value out of this video, if you have learned anything, smash that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Back to the video. Okay, after the drying, after the layout, now I am doing a thin drizzle over the top, and I'm doing this with a deep pour epoxy. I use Promise Epoxy, and they're actually having a huge sale going on. If you're watching this between November 10th and November 28th, they have a massive Black Friday sale. So if you use promo code FLUIDWOOD on top of their 25% off, you get 35% off. That is crazy. So I am drizzling deep pour over there, and that holds everything down so that way when I do this part right here, nothing floats and nothing moves. This is 10 minutes after I poured. It is super freaking clear. Like, that's crazy. All right, so this resin takes 72 hours to cure, and then you can demold it. I do use a demolding spray. And I got a video on that as well. I will link it up top. Look at the clarity on this piece. Like, this is crazy. That is so gorgeous. This turned out phenomenal. Like, that's so pretty. All right, so we are going to take down all of the high spots. Usually when you cast resin, there's going to be a little bit of a lip on the edge. Like, you see how when I'm standing around, there's high spots around the edge of it. All right, so you're gonna wanna take that down, and the reasoning behind that is because the resin won't flow over the edge. So you're gonna wanna round over your edge a little bit, and that's gonna give you a good finish. Make sure, and you're gonna see me do this twice, I clean this with 91% isopropyl alcohol. And when I say clean it, you want all of your oily fingerprints, all of anything that could have gotten on there, you want to get that off. And I just do this with alcohol and a rag. All right, so after that, we're gonna do a flood coat. You do not have to do seal coats on these because it's all sealed up. The only time you do seal coats is when you're doing it on a porous surface. 3 ounces per square foot is the rule of thumb to get a perfect epoxy finish. I'm actually working on an e-course showing how you get perfect finishes every single freaking time. I got a YouTube video on it as well. If you want, I will link it up top. And otherwise, I will link the video or link the e-course here when I'm done with it. All right, so it's our job to spread self-leveling resin out. Once it's spread out at 1/8 of an inch, it will self-level by itself. hit it with a torch, and then your piece is going to be freaking phenomenal. So not all epoxies are created the same. If you're having a problem figuring out which epoxy to use, go and watch this video right here. This breaks down the 6 different types of resin, and then you can figure out which one you want to use. All right, so this is the finished product. She loves it. I love it. What do you guys think? Could you have done better? So that is it. That is how I made this funeral flower preservation piece. If you like this video, press the like button. I appreciate you. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. I am uploading like usually every 2 days. I try to get it every day, but life is busy and I got a lot of stuff going on in the shop and it takes a long time to edit. So subscribe for more content like this. If you have a question that I did not cover, drop it down in the comments below, and I will see y'all next time.